The players have been played ever since Emeka and Debbie think that they are very smart. They have found someone who is smarter than them. At the end of the day, could it be karma of Emeka and Debbie? Jonathan, we don't know what might happen to Jonathan. It seems Cheta is up to something. Could Benny save her dad? Welcome to African Movie Reviews. We do reviews and recaps here, so kindly comment where you're watching from, and I'll send greetings to you, to my dear subscribers. I appreciate your support and love. We are the series called Most Scary Marriage, showing at Mr ALOY channel, and this time around we are at the episode reviews and recaps. We all stopped when Debbie and Emeka were planning on how to sell the land and get money. They disputed together or in 2-3, and Emeka found a buyer. They tried so much and talk about the price. They bargained the land price, and the man was impressed about the land. The man was happy, and Emeka asked the price of the land. The Emeka said it's 2,000. It's 200 million nairas only, because the land is very good located. It's strategically located, good for a business and good for commercial purpose. But the man said it's too much money. He will give him 100 million, which Emeka did not accept. Emeka said no, that's a small amount of money, and they stopped at 150 million naira, which was a good price, and they left when they were happy, happy together, and they negotiated on when the payments were done, and the man said they will pay the money after they see that the papers are legit. Little did Emeka know that Madam Cheta was also smart enough, and was also doing or sold the land already. So they were happy. They were going to separate the money into 3, but Cheta was smarter than them. So Cheta has started misbehaving, misbehaving against Jonathan. But Debbie is there, seeing everything which is going on in the house. When Jonathan came back, he tried to seduce and make good moves for her. The wife kissed her on the cheek, but the wife did not bring it back. Rather, he stayed like like he's mad. And Jonathan was wondering, what is really happening to you? What is going on, my darling? Then what has happened in the house? Cheta said she is fine, but Benny is there watching in every angle of the house. Cheta, who happened to be very happy and always welcoming, has turned into another person. Jonathan is asking himself why it is happening this time around. He came down and asked Cheta about the food. Remember, Cheta was always making food in the right time whenever Jonathan comes back. But this time around, Cheta had not cooked. Things change, my dear. Cheta had not cooked, and Jonathan asked for his food. He said, Cheta, where's my food, sweetheart? I'm very hungry. And they vanished. Then this is when Madam Cheta said, did you leave money for the food? And Jonathan said, it's because you have not been asking for the money. That's why I did not leave the money. But for sure, Jonathan, you are a man. Do you have to be asked money before you leave the house for the food? No, you have to leave the money behind, despite that you are a man, the head of the family. That is what makes you the head of the family. Cheta said, "Oh, who are you? What kind of man are you? How can you be there and you don't leave the money from behind?" He left and went up. Jonathan was disturbed. What is really going on? He asked Benny, "What have you done with your stepmother?" And Ben just looked at her and left him there. Things are turning back to Jonathan. So when we went back to Madame Debbie and Emeka, they were discussing and talking about how the negotiation of the price of the land was made, and Debbie was so very excited, claiming that she is so excited to guide. She cannot even remember the day or the last time she holded that such a huge amount of money, and she was like, after 3 days, after some time, if the money is, if the papers are approved, the money is going to be direct in the account. So as they were discussing, this is when Mr. Maker received a call from the money. Little did she know, he thought that he's going to get the money from for the land, but what he saw next was really not good enough. Could this be karma for Mr. K-Maker after all what he did to Debbie and Clara, as well as Jonathan? Emeka was given was beaten blue and black because the papers they gave him, he gave the man who was not legit. The papers were fake. The man asked him, "Why did you do this? Why did you give me the papers which are fake?" Emeka didn't know that the Cheta had changed the papers. It seems that Cheta changed the papers and gave them the fake papers. So as we went on, this is why I said that the planner has been planned. Then we are here at Madame Cheta. Madame Cheta is busy preparing food for Jonathan. You remember she was very mad. She said she doesn't have food. Now she has prepared the food and she is putting in some poison. It seems Cheta wants to remove Jonathan out of her way, since all what she is doing is not making him go away from him. So she wants to do it in another way. But do you think that Cheta, this is the right way to go with? Jonathan was very appreciative as a man who is very angry, and very vanished. He enjoyed the food as Cheta was I was there looking happily smiling, but did not want even to taste the food. Just asking, "Have you enjoyed the food?" "Cheta, my dear, you are doing this, but remember, if anything happens to Jonathan, they all if anything happens to Jonathan, all eyes and fingers will be pointing at you, because you are the woman or the wife who takes care of him. But even Jonathan should be very careful about it." Cheta was there sitting, claiming that you eat your last meal. My dear, don't you know that Mr. Ken Emeka was hit, and when the doctors when and was hit and taken to the hospital, and the first person they called was Debbie. It seems like Debbie's number was the first number to be called. It was the first number on the phone of Emeka. And when he asked the doctor what really happened, the doctor said he was beaten, he was attacked by people and beaten. He cannot speak. He has not spoken on anything ever since they brought him here. But we have hope that he will come back he will come back from coma if after the treatment. And Debbie was so curious what really happened. Who attacked this person? Who attacked Emeka? The doctor said, "We don't know, but the investigations are still going on." So I just hope that Emeka, you learn from this that people are very smart and people are looking. Would it be the players of Clara are working and this young lady Cheta is still going on with her plans of poisoning Jonathan. Again, he has put the poison and gave Jonathan the food. Here enjoying also her meal also. That's why I said that will Benny help and save her dad? Just imagine the person you sleep with in the bed poisoning you, trying to take away your life just because of money and just because of the things you worked for on your thread. Cheta, what heart do you have? And as they are eating, that's when Jonathan received a call, and the person who called was Debbie, telling him about about Emeka being hospitalized. And Cheta was like, hospitalized? What really happened to him? Jonathan said, I don't know, but I really have to go right now. And Cheta was like, why don't you finish your food? Finish your food fast. Remember, the food she is telling Jonathan to finish was already poisoned. It seems Cheta poison is a slow poison. Just imagining, maybe it's a slow poison. It's just, it's not an instant poisoning, but it's a slow poison which kills you slowly by slowly. Jonathan left to the hospital, and Cheta in his mind, Cheta said that the good thing that you have eaten some small portion, it is really working for me. But do you think that, guys, if Cheta succeed in this, will the law not attack her? She thinks that she's very smart and doing everything like as she wants, but still, if anything happens to Jonathan, the first suspect is her. The second is her daughter. But now Cheta and her daughter, they are not in good terms. It seems Cheta will be in trouble. I love you guys. God bless you. Thanks for joining this family. And let's meet in a new video. Please subscribe if you're new to this channel.